Hola, Arrows Academy family. I apologize, I forgot to make this video the past couple nights, so I'm posting it a little late. This week we learned lesson 4 in our book, the lesson 4 vocabulary. I'll show you the page here. These are the words we learned. I did not introduce mira because I'm used to teaching from an older version of the book, and my cards with the pictures are an older version and they don't have mira. They used to just use ve, which we already learned, which means it's the difference between watch versus sees, which is very similar. So I just continued using ve, which means sees. So we learned the cartoons, los dibujos animados, the movie, la película, the TV, la televisión, television, the movie theater, el cine. I told the kids to remember cinema for cine, to help them remember. El futbol, which the rest of the world calls soccer, football. I'm sure a lot of you know that. It's the word for the actual ball and also the sport. So, el futbol. El tren, the train, and el autobús, the bus. And that can go for like a city bus or a school bus. So those were the words. And we pretty much just did some like review games to practice those words. Oh, we also practiced some questions and answers. I introduced the word quién, which means who. And I put some like sentences on the board with the cards with the different characters that we've learned. And I asked like, ¿Quién va al cine? And like on the board it would be like a picture of Carolina va and then the cine. And so then the kids would raise their hand and say, Carolina va al cine. Like, ¿Quién juega el fútbol? David juega el fútbol. So we practiced quién. I did not put it on the the vocabulary sheet that I sent home. So I apologize for that. I made those like a long time ago, and for some reason it didn't line up with my lesson plan. If you have the book, these are some great sentences to practice on the next page, pages 25 and 26. Just practice reading them out loud, picture by picture. So like, Eliana mira los dibujos animados con Carolina en la casa. So just some good speaking practice. 27 is the same thing, except there's some blanks, so you get to fill in the blank. Or, you know, you decide if it's a verb or a person or a place or an article or something like that. And then I love these on 28. You just use the words you know to describe the scenes. So like number 1, for example, might be Lucas juega con el perro en la casa. I apologize. I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit. It gets worse at nighttime. Or like, Eliana toma el autobús en la calle, if you want to add that. Eliana takes the bus in the street. So those are good practices. And then, pretty sure I put un and unos and una and unas on the sheet, even though I taught it a few weeks ago. But page 30 is a great way to practice those. So basically, if it's masculine and singular, it'll be un, like un autobús. But if it's plural, unos autobuses. So a bus or some buses. Or if it's feminine and singular, una pelota, a ball, or unas pelotas, some balls. So that's good practice with those articles. And then 31, you put these are all mixed up, but you can use all of these words to form a sentence, but you have to put them in the right order, like an order that's logical. Right, so a person, then a verb, then a object or a place, or, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So lesson 4 this week. Have fun practicing. Adios.